What is up, everybody? It is your boy Tay with No Cap Podcast, and tonight's episode is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. So, a lot of you have been hitting me up like, "Yo, Tay, how you be doing your thumbnails?" So tonight, I'm going to show you how I be doing my thumbnails. Right? So this is not going to be a very long episode. We're just going to recreate a thumbnail that I did, and I'm going to walk you through it. And that's going to be the thumbnail I use for my, what we'll call it episode, my New Year's Eve episode. So, but what is a thumbnail? Thumbnail is something that you use in your YouTube videos to grab somebody's attention. So you ever seen a YouTube video like, and it was like, oh yeah, I gotta click on that just because of the picture they had. Yeah, that's what the thumbnail is. So um, most thumbnails are clickbaity, but not mine. So for those of you who have been wondering what it is, so we're going to get started here. Going to show you guys my screen. Show you guys my screen here. So this is where you start. You're starting on a blank canvas with a with Canva. The program I'm using is Canva. I think it's 14.99 a month for the pro version. You don't have to get the pro version, but for me, I like the pro version. It allows me to do more things with the program. So we're starting with a blank canvas, right? So the first thing I like to do is I like to change the color of the canvas. So in order for you to do that, you'll click anywhere on the canvas, click it to make sure it's selected. You'll know it's selected with that purple outline around the back, right here. Okay. Second thing I like to do is I like to name my page. So we're going to name this page uh, recreation. All right. Boom. Page is named. We named it recreation. Right. Now, third thing I like to do, third thing is if I didn't want this color, I'm going to click up here where it says background color, and I'm going to select the color based on what I want the thing to look like. So right now, this light blue is perfectly fine, but actually maybe we'll switch it to this this color. Right? So we're gonna switch it to that pink color. Then what you want to do, you want to get your photos, right? You want to get your photos. So with how you do that is let's click off of that. Just click anywhere on the screen. And you go to uploads, and all your images. As you can see, I have quite a few images. So they load. Okay. So we have every image from every thumbnail that I've used. But today we are going to use this image. Click on the image and it's going to pop up into on your page. So now we got the image, right? You got the image, you can drag it around, you can move it around, you can do whatever you want with it. Now, me, I don't like this background. I just want her. So what I would do, but you can only do this when you have the pro version, guys. The pro version. You can only do it. Go up here, make sure your image is clicked, selected, because you select the background, that option that was up here that said edit image, it's not going to be there anymore. So make sure you click on the image. And you go back up here, you click edit image, and then you're going to get a lot of selections. A lot of selections here. You're going to get your magic expand, you're going to get your magic edit, you're going to get your grab text, you're going to get your magic eraser, magic grab, you're going to get filters, all of that. But we're not worried about any of that stuff. So only thing we're worried about is this right here, the BG remover. If you don't know what a BG remover is, it stands for background remover. So all you gotta do is you're gonna click it, process on the image, and boom, you got you got the background removed. So now I just have her, as you can see. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, that's too much. Zoom out. Okay, so now you just have her, right? Everything catches up. Now you just have the girl. You're gonna see that you see these little pictures. So basically, what I want bigger, but I want to also again with the image selected, it's not going to be there. So you click on her, so you click on this button that says flip. So you click flip, and now you want to click it flip horizontal. So I click that once, and now she's facing the other way. If I click it again, she's facing this way. But say I made a mistake and I didn't know how to flip her back. So all I will have to do is go up here next to this resize button. This is a undo button. So if I click undo, it's going to flip her back as if the other thing wasn't there. So now, um, leave it in the comments if you think I'm going too fast. Um, so now, what we're going to be doing, you see these little handles, this handle, this handle, this handle, this handle. So you're going to take the handle to expand the picture. So you're making her bigger. So it's slightly bigger, slightly bigger. You want to make her big enough so she's just about the same height as this line to this line. Okay, so now let's move her over so she's not floating in midair. Okay, so you resize that. So we resized it. So now she's fine where she's at. Okay, so now you click on her again. I'm gonna make her slightly bigger. There you go. Boom. Now she's slightly bigger. Okay. So next step, you just want to make sure it's centered. So right there where you see that line going across her back pocket, that means it is centered. Okay. So the picture is centered, but I want to move her over a little more while I'm still on that line, like so. Boom. So now it's starting to look like something, but it's not starting to look like something because we didn't really get into the gist of things yet. So what I am going to show you is I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to show you the previous one that I did. So I'm going to scroll up here. So these are all thumbnails that I did. So this is the one that I did before. But as you can see, it looks good. It looks good with the words and the colors and the paint. But I want to do something different. So what you feel creatively is all you. Okay? That's all you. What you feel creative. So let's go back to our project. All right. So now let's see. Let's see. So now I think I want to add some text here. Use me. So we're gonna add some text. So me, I use one font um for every thumbnail I make. That's my like signature. You guys will find the signature. So the font that I use is this super kawaii font. Super kawaii is real bubbly, it's eye popping, it's catching, it's eye catching and whatever, right? So I click on it. Now it's going to pop up like this onto my page. So I'm gonna close that. Now it's on my page. Okay. So I know what you're thinking. It says super kawaii. How do I change that? Right. First things first. These letters are grouped, meaning what that means is if I click on it and try to move it, it's going to move the whole thing. We don't want that. Okay. The after in a little while, I'm gonna teach y'all how to regroup it. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. So we got her where we want her. Now we're working on the text. Click the text and you're gonna see this menu pop up. magic right and ungroup. So magic right, I never use. That's like AI. You tell it to do something and it's gonna do it. Okay? I never use it. All I use is this ungroup button. This is literally the only thing you need to use if you're using a font that is grouped together. So you click ungroup, boom. Now it's ungrouped. But again, if you click and move it, it's still going to move together. But for you not to do that, for it not to move, click off of it, click a portion of it, and now you can just move it by itself. See? Now, this this might be the hardest part about making a thumbnail for people that never did it. So you want to change the color, okay? So make sure your text, well, first of all, let's put what we want it to say. So you double click it and you start typing. We're going to type hip hop. Okay. Hip hop. Okay. Hip hop. And then I'll write showcase. Okay. So remember what I said with the handles. We're going to make it smaller so it looks decent. Everything is about making it look decent. And then you just drag it back into position so everything is readable. Okay. Now, next step. How do we change the color? So you're going to go up here with the text that you want selected, and we're going to click it. So me, I want colors that kind of match what she's wearing. So we're going to go with probably this green. That's a little too dark. Probably this green. And yeah, pretty good. And then we're going to do that with the same one, same color. Boom. Now we turn to green. Okay. We turn both text green. How do you get that pink outline off? I want that pink outline off and I want it to be blue. So when you select the text again, instead of going to the color, you go to effects. So you click on effects and now you see that outline is selected, correct? You see that outline is selected. And now I don't usually mess with the thickness. Thickness. Yeah, I don't mess with the thickness. Um, but you guys can do that. That is totally up to you. That's just my preference. But you click this color because this color corresponds to the outline color. So I'm going to click that. And we want to put like a nice light blue, kind of like that. Or maybe this one. Let's see. No. Mm, yeah, we're gonna go with this one. And then you just click the second text, go here under where it says thickness, pink, and then you just put the same color blue. Easy. Now, While you still have this text selected, me, I don't like that the letters are curved. You may. So all I do is I go down to where it says shape. This curve is selected. I'll click none, and now it's just going to go straight. And then I go up here, I click none, and now my words are not curved anymore. Okay. So next step, next step. So we got our words. We just do little finishing touches. That little bit. Now I know what you're wondering. How do we get this to look like this? Right? So basically, what I'm going to do, this is her name, SP Doom. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to copy it. This is a little cheat sheet, a little cheat, easy way. But if you're just doing this for the first time, you're actually going to have to spell it out. But since I have her name spelled out already, um, all I have to do really is copy and paste. And I paste it down here, and her name pops up at the bottom. And I do like that color, so I'm going to keep that color. And then we just move it into position. We're just going to make this a tad bit smaller. Okay, now I think I'm going to make her a little bit big. There you go. Much better. Okay. So now, this is where the technical stuff. But technically, you could post this as a thumbnail by itself, just like this. But me being me, I'm going to teach y'all the right way. So, say you have a podcast like me, and you want to make your thumbnail, you want to let people know that this is your thumbnail, you made it. So, what I do is I like to put a watermark on my thumbnail. Not too big, not too small, but just somewhere that says, hey, this is my creation. This is what I'm doing. So I go up here and I do the same thing. I copy and then I paste. And now it's at the bottom. But I'm going to take that and I'm going to move it to the other side. Right in the corner, like so. Boom. So now this is the point in the webinar where we start to add the final touches. So we got the person where we want her, we got the words in the position that we want them, we got our little watermark so nobody tried to steal our creation. Now, next step is to add like the pizzazz, the 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 pizzazz. Yeah. So I'm gonna add. You click on. Well, first of all, you go over here to elements. These are like little bits and pieces, bits and bobs that you can put into your creation to make it pop more. So um, let's see. Let's see. Um, maybe let's see, green smoke. Let's see green smoke. Let's see how that works. So now you're gonna see things that pop up, and they're gonna say green smoke. So think I like this first one. Let's see what this first one looks like. Mm, can't really see that one. Uh, I'm gonna delete that. We just gonna try and find a different one. See what this one's about. Not like that one either. And so maybe green stuff isn't what we want, right? So let's see, let's see the red smoke. Let's see how this looks. Click on that red, main thing. So this is actually a picture. So we cannot use that one. I kind of like this one. So with this, as you can see, it's kind of like covering it, but I want it in the back. So what I do, I click these three little dots here. I go down here to layer and I click on send to the back. So now it's in back of her along with the text. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just going to stretch it out, stretch it across the page, and then move it down a little bit, and it gives it that effect with the background. So what I'm actually going to do with her, I'm actually going to move her down. Like so. So now we have that smoke in the background of the thumbnail. Okay. Now, your thumbnails don't have to be this extravagant, but me, I like to make them pop. So the last thing I like to do, I think this is fine for a thumbnail. Last thing I would like to do is all we do is we save it. So go up here, change the name of it, change the name of it. Let's we're gonna call this Dune 2. We're gonna call that Dune 2. Click it. Now we're gonna click the share button here. Share, share it. Now this part is important. This part is important. You're gonna go down here to download. Okay, download. Boom. So you're brought to this section of the page. Now, as you can see, if you have been creating thumbnails using the same file category, which I do recommend, you're going to see you're going to have select pages. First thing that you do, go to select pages. You're going to click where it says all pages, click that off, and then you're going to click current page. Mhm. Then you're going to click done. And now you have your current page selected. That's the work that we just did. Now, this transparent background, you only use that button. I repeat, you only use that button when you're making logos. So I'm going to walk you guys through on how to make a logo. It's pretty much the same process. Only difference is it's a lot smaller. So you got your current page selected, preferences, save download settings. If you want, you can do that. I don't usually do that just because I like to make sure that I'm doing everything from muscle memory. So click download. You're going to see it downloading at the bottom of your screen there. Now your file is downloaded. You're going to see this pop up, create a public view link. That's basically to let people see it. And as you can see, it has downloaded. So now you just click anywhere on the screen and your file was created. That's your thumbnail. So recap. Um, Start with your background color. That's very important. But also, one thing that I can show y'all, if y'all don't want to use a background color, you can do something like this. You can click on a photo. You're going to right click it and you're going to see where it says replace background. You're going to click that and it will replace the whole background just like that. But if you didn't want to use that as your background, you can just delete that. Go back to your color. Actually, no, we're gonna do it this way. I'll go back and then just use the button up here to go back to what you had it as. Click on the picture and delete it. And that's pretty much it. But once again, thank you guys for joining me with this webinar. And if y'all want more lessons like this, just let me know in the comments and have a good night, everybody.